Hi, Mr. Bucheski. This is the video for my water filter project. So, as you can see, I have my bottom filter part right here, which is like a glass face. That's the actual material of it. And then inside of this glass face, I have a cut-off seltzer bottle that ends right about there. And the materials that I actually used I used some dirt from my backyard because dirt's very dense, and it's very good to use. And then I used some sand because I know sand is very absorbent. So I got a couple scoops from that from my backyard as well. And then honestly, I was gonna add a little bit more, but then I thought that if I did that it would have been taking up too much room or this, that, and the third or something like that. So I just couldn't do it. But I added rice as my pebbles because the next two things I was supposed to use after dirt and sand was rocks and pebbles, but I don't have rocks and pebbles kind of right here, like in my yard or like in my area like that. So I wasn't gonna go look for a bunch of those things. So instead, I used items that I already had in my house, which were white rice, uncooked, obviously, and that's very small, just like pebbles, so it kind of worked out perfectly. And then I used something called the brand is Goya, but they're like kind of like peas, and I used those as my rocks because I know that, like, because my mom cooks with them, so I know that they get like they get hard when they get put in water or something like that. So so my theory was that if I put those in there on top as like the top layer of rock, that it would do the same exact job as rock no matter what, because it would be because it would really it would be very dense on the top, and then the water would be able to filter through to the bottom. That's just me, but I'm gonna put the water in on video as well, just so like I could show you what I mean. So I just added a little bit of the water into it, and like I'm gonna let it sit for like a little bit after I'm done with the video and wait. But I just wanted to show you this because when I touch it like that, see, it's very hard. There are a few are moving, but my hand can't go through it anymore. So that means that when I put the water in, it's gonna go make its way through, make its way to the bottom, and filter out. But thank you, Mr. Bucheski. This is my water filter project. I hope you like it, and I'll be sending you this video with a bunch of pictures as well. Thank you.